I like you a lot, Terrence, are in the house. No one will see.
Make me a hamburger.
Florida Christian puppeteer Ronald William Brown convicted of possession of child pornography. He also faced a charge of conspiracy to kidnap a child, but he was not convicted on that.
r/deep into YouTube. Someone posted a strange video with the headline of just incredibly creepy and strange video, not safe for work. The video did not have a disclaimer, but I will. Loud noises incoming.
Are there still demons today? If demons are real, then where do they stay?
Don't play hide and seek from the Lord who loves you. Don't play hide.
To this little song, the Bible has the answer. It is never wrong.
I think it goes without saying that the video that we just watched was unsettling. Going down into the comments reveals a lot. User Neckread posts that these clips were from a weird show named Junction, a very odd Christian show. It almost seems like they were trying to brainwash people with their messages, such as you can't hide from God. He follows it up with information about an episode that has scarred him to this day, saying, I really wish I could find the episode, but there is one where they were doing some bullshit song and the kids were walking in a circle, singing along, hands on the shoulder of the kid in front of them. Well, there was one bigger kid that looked absolutely psychotic, and I guess he was pinching/clawing the smaller kid in front of him, who kept looking back and saying something to this kid. But he kept doing it. This poor kid looked like he was on the brink of tears, and the bigger kid was just absolutely gleeful. Meanwhile, the preacher guy or some shit was dressed up as a cookie, or a cowboy cookie or some stupid shit, just singing. Nobody stopped the obviously possessed child. Pretty sure that smaller kid probably has nightmares of it to this day. Rewatching the original video that I found, when the loud noises play you usually can't hear anything, but at the end you can hear a voice shouting in agony. I managed to compress and undistort it as much as I could, but it didn't become audible. There is also binary in the video's description and in the channel's about page. The description just repeatedly says rightness in the dark. The one in the description just goes out to 1822, end parenthesis. Googling it leads to Bible verses, none of which add to the story at hand. He has another video, but I also don't think it adds anything to the Joy Junction situation. This video prompted me to look the show up, and I did not expect what I found.
Florida Christian puppeteer Ronald William Brown has been convicted of possession of child pornography. He also faced a charge of conspiracy to kidnap a child, but he was not convicted on that charge. It turns out that last year authorities arrested him because they found child pornography in his home, and they also found that he had fantasies about killing children and eating them.
Before we go to the video where we show you this character, two other things you should know. One, he fantasized and talked to others about the idea of like kidnapping, raping, and chopping up and eating kids as young as 2 years old. Little puppet act, and as you know what's going on actually in his mind, it even feels spookier, creepier, and just unbelievably disgusting. Watch.
When I got over there, I noticed that some of the kids were kind of giggling and laughing, you know, and I wondered why they were doing that. Well, why were they doing it? Well, they said, Marty, come over here and take a look at our pictures. So I walked on over there.
Ronald Brown was the puppeteer, one that did not know how to, by the way, and he was arrested for being in possession of child pornography. Not only did he do this heinous deed, he admits to fantasizing about children often, but not only sexually. He talked in online chats often, and even started planning to abduct, abuse, rape, and then kill the child, only to fantasize more about cooking and eating the corpse. It's truly heinous, and I doubt anyone will debate that claim. A person posted to the thread showing an episode of Junction, one that can't be found anywhere else except GodTube. He states about 3:30, something really WTF happens, not safe for work. As you're playing a game, it randomly cuts, playing a weird series of videos, cartoons, and a picture of, well, something that seems to be a nude child. And since it was Ronald Brown and going off his history, that's not completely out of the question. Brown originally got into trouble when police found boys' underwear in his car, but he got away with it, saying it was his puppets. Authorities raided his house soon afterward, finding pictures of decapitated children, as well as finding pictures of young kids being bound. They found texts from Brown to a man named Amit, who was the one who took the pictures of the children. They were always dark in nature, talking about what they want to do to the children, and often calling them piglets. There were over 55 people who were caught in this web, Brown included. Brown and the group planned in gruesome detail on how they were going to kidnap a child from his church, actually picking the kid out, planning the deeds they'd commit, and how best to cook him afterward. This story is definitely not one you'd expect of happening to a show, nonetheless a Christian show, and not what I expected to stumble upon from this creepy video someone made. I think this is just about as far as this leads, as the videos have been scrubbed from the internet. The lead ventriloquist has been arrested. If you want to look into it and see if you can dig up more stuff than I did, I think that'd be useful. I don't know what else there is to be found, but who knows? There is always another thing out there.